Right. Oh, okay. Welcome to, what's today? June 20th team call. Can't believe it's the 20th of June. That's craziness. Crazy! That means we have 10 days left in the month, which is freaking me out a little bit. Because I now typically I've hit Success Club, and I thought that I did earlier today, and a challenge pack went through, and the person switched coaches.
Oh no.
Which is fine, but I was like, oh yay, I hit it, and then I'm like, oh, just kidding. So I got some work to do, but you know what? It's kind of like one of those lessons that, you know, there's 10 days left in the month. There's plenty of time left. And usually by now, you know, I've hit that goal, but that's life, right? I mean, we have challenging months, we have challenging weeks, and you just have to keep pushing forward. And I know that I've been coasting a little bit, so it's time for me to pull up my bootstraps and get to work. So wanted to really quickly say that I am working on getting us still something together for Wednesday night for Summit around 8 p.m. so that it gives people time to get in and get a little bit settled before, you know, rush. And trying to do for about 20 people. It looks like from the posts that I had posted in our team page that there's about 16, 17 who responded, and I'm sure that some people didn't see it. So if you didn't post hello in that post, be sure you do so I can get your head count in, because it is going to be probably a per person charge that I'm going to have to pay for. So I want to make sure that I don't, number one, leave anybody out, and number two, that we have enough spots for the get together. So I'm thinking appetizers and drinks for a couple hours at one spot, and then from there we can kind of do our own thing, whatever you want to do. And what else do we have? What else? I'm trying to think. Seems like there was something else I wanted to say before we started our team call. All right. Okay, so I wanted to kind of go over some ideas and some things to maybe push forward for the rest of the year. Like I said a few minutes ago, I've kind of been coasting the past few weeks, and that's not how I like to work my business, because I'm super passionate about what we do. I'm super excited about what we do, and I'm ready to run with it. So I wanted to kind of go over some things that Eric Worre, which is my mentor, whether he knows it or not, has gone over several times in different videos and stuff. So I want to go over some bullet points on, if you're wanting to grow your business for the rest of the year, here's some ideas on how to really push forward and really kind of change your mindset into doing that. And if you are, you know, a discount coach and you don't want to do any of this stuff, that's fine. Take what you want to out of it and do, you know, use those points. You don't have to obviously use everything that I've got here, but I know a lot of what we do is fear-based. We're kind of fearful of what people are going to think of us, or what people are going to say to us if we invite them, or, you know, once we post on social media and that sort of thing. So I want you guys to make a decision to get over any of those fears that you have with your business, right? So if you have a fear, write that fear down on something, sheet of paper or something, Post-it note, something, write it down, look at it, absorb it, confront it, whatever that fear is, and then ball it up, tear it up, and throw it out the window, because that fear is just, it really shouldn't be existent, because fear is not a real thing, really and truly. So if you are wanting to run with this business, make a decision today or at some point that you're going to master the skills on how to be the best coach ever, right? You have it within you to be the best that you can possibly be. So make a decision going forward that you are going to be the best coach. You're going to develop the best skills. And, you know, I've always said in this business, you don't get lucky. This isn't a luck of a draw business. Doesn't matter, you know, any kind of business that you run, it's not a luck type business. So you have to get good and develop skills on how to get better, and that, be marketing, coaching, or any kind of training that you need to go to. So make a concrete decision that you are going to do the best that you can do. And I'm looking over here because there's notes. So if I'm not staring at you, it's because I'm looking. I don't want to miss anything. Let's see. So when you're having fears and doubts, fill those gaps with skills and belief, right? So when you're having the fear and you're having the doubts, try to fill those gaps with belief and skills. So another thing that I like to kind of think about sometimes is a mindset, the mindset that you have with your business, and that we have a gift of an opportunity to help people. We're not just like a transaction business. We are a helping business. We help people with their health and fitness and life. We help people with opportunity to do something other than, whatever it is that they have currently going on in their life. We have an opportunity to just completely change lives. And that's something you should be proud of and be excited about, and keeping that in your mindset whenever you're talking to people. I know sometimes it's intimidating, and it's fearful when you're talking to someone maybe about joining your challenge group or joining this opportunity or whatever it is. And in the back of your mind, you're worried about what they're thinking about you, or, that sort of thing. But if you flip that switch and you know that you're offering someone basically like gold, here's a life-changing experience for you, you can take it or not. And if you don't take it, that's fine. But if you do, I'm going to help you through it, right? So changing that mindset when you're talking to people, whether it's recruiting, whether it's with challenge groups or whatever it is, know that you're offering a solution to a problem that maybe might have in their life. So go into it with that. And when you go into conversations with people like that, your posture changes. You're no longer scared or intimidated or fearful. You're more energetic and excited because you have something to offer that's going to potentially change your life. So, all right. So, again, positive daily habits. So I know sometimes when you go into a spiral of maybe negative times in your life, or negative chatter in your brain, or whatever it is, maybe social media negative or something like that, it's getting into the habit of daily positivity. And obviously that's where our personal development comes in. But if you make it a habit, maybe first thing in the morning when you wake up, have some positive, chatter in your head, whether it's listening to something or reading something, and making that a daily, Nicole and Yolanda, hello, making it a daily habit to do that every single day is wake up. And I know it sounds kind of corny, but wake up and speak positivity out in your mind. Just say it out loud. I'm going to have an amazing day. Things are amazing. Life is amazing. Whatever your spiritual thing is, if you're, I knew that was coming. All right, buddy, go with Daddy. Go on. Here you go. Okay. Just every single day when you wake up, it's just one of those things that your first thoughts will determine your day. I think we all know that in some way, shape, or form. If you wake up and you are upset about something, or something you read, or something you saw, or somebody hurt your feelings, or something like that, that usually determines the rest of your day. So if you can wake up in the morning and just somehow feed some kind of positivity into your life, whether it's, again, reading something, listening to something, just speaking something to yourself, again, today's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Just affirmations of that, then that tends to help with the rest of your day. So those habits of doing those sort of positive things every single day become habits, right? They become positive daily habits. So let's see, And I know that for me, I'm a slave to a habit every single day. I'm a slave to habits. So they can either be good habits or they can be bad habits. So I know for sometimes I'm really, really, really guilty of just scrolling through Facebook, scroll. And then I feel like I'm working and I'm not doing anything but just reading and liking and commenting. And I'm that's not, I thought I was working for the past 2 hours and I've done nothing. So just creating those positive daily habits. And a big one too is your story. Learn to tell your story in little breadcrumbs and share that on social media periodically. And I know that you guys probably follow a lot of the top coaches and you read their posts and they're amazing because they're like telling their real life stories and you connect with them and you feel connected with them. So for your own business, share your life with people, share the raw. I know sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to share those things that you sit here and I'm going to hit post and you're like scared out of your mind to hit it. Share those things because people connect with that, right? So when you're actually posting these sort of things in your stories, think about someone in your life that is maybe on social media, that one person, and feel like you're talking to them specifically, right? So when you do that, it's speaking to kind of, you feel like you're speaking to one person and it's easier to speak. Does that make sense? Makes sense. Okay. So think about that one person that you're maybe trying to connect with for whatever reason, whether with their health and fitness or life or one of their problems they're having or something like that. You're probably going to speak to a lot of people in that. So the best storytellers or the best coaches or network marketing people are the best storytellers. So learn how to really share your story and don't be afraid. Right? Don't be afraid to share your truth. Don't be afraid to share you because when you do that, people will connect with you. They'll relate with you and they'll trust you and they'll want to work with you. So, okay. Being enthusiastic, and this is one of those things that sometimes it's hard again. That's why you want to start your day with that positivity and that energy and that, fire. Jump out of bed like today's going to be amazing. Today I'm going to help some people and it's going to be freaking outrageous, right? So you feel that enthusiasm when you wake up and you start your day, and that enthusiasm shows through when you're talking with people, when you're sharing your story, when you're communicating with people. When you have that enthusiasm, when there's so much negativity out there in the world, on social media, at the grocery store, wherever you are, you're in traffic and there's people blowing their horns and all this crazy negativity, and if you're the person that is enthusiastic and is positive and is excited about life every single day when you are out and about or on social media, you're going to be the light of when people see you, they're going to be attracted to you and they're going to want to again work with you. So you want to be that light of positivity and enthusiasm for your life or for other people. So let's see. Couple more things here. If you're wanting to grow your business, I want you to think bigger. I don't care if you think you're thinking big right now. I want you to think bigger, like outrageously outside the box, insanely big, because there's no reason why you shouldn't. There's no reason why on this planet that you can't do whatever it is that you want to do. Seriously, really and truly. And a lot of times we talk to ourselves and we bring ourselves down and we say that we can't do things that we can do. Talk to yourself in that you can do whatever it is you want to do. You want to help 5 people? You can help 5 people. You want to help 100 people? You can help 100 people. You just have to talk to more people and, just think bigger. So I know a lot of times it's hard, and I think one of the biggest struggles we may have as coaches is having conversations, inviting with the challenge groups, with the coaching opportunity, whatever it is, or even just like free groups. Sometimes it's hard to send those invitations. And so one of those things that I like to do is send messages in bunches. And I've said this before, and some of you have probably heard me say this before, but I think it's one of those things that when you're feeling really good, you have like a really positive energy, you are excited about your business, you're, just very positive. Okay, I just said that. But that's when you go. that's when you start inviting like gangbusters, and you're like, hey girl, I've got something so awesome going on with this new challenge group. We're gonna, whatever your invitation is, but send them when you're feeling amazing, and people were gonna feel that vibe, right? If you're not feeling that great and you're feeling whatever, that's probably not the best time to start sending invitations to people, because they're gonna feel that, right? You wanna invite and send messages to people when you feel really, really good, because they're going to sense and feel that. So again, like in bunches, sometimes I might go a day without inviting and I don't feel productive. And I'm at the end of the day, I'm like, I didn't do anything. The next day I'm like, okay, that's done. That's in the past. I'm really feeling good today, and I'm going to just send out like 20 invitations and know that I may get one or two people who are ready to change their life, and that is awesome. So recruiting and sending invitations in bunches. Let's see. And I always like to share with you guys writing a chicken list out. A chicken list being those people who you are afraid of, like scared to death to ask, would you join my challenge group? Or would you join this opportunity? Because you would be amazing. You would be amazing. Those are the people you need to talk to, because those are the people that you're probably going to eventually work with, because they're on your mind. They would be awesome. They would rock your challenge group for the opportunity. And if you don't ask them, somebody else will, because they're on your chicken list for a reason, because you think they're awesome and so does everybody else. So don't be afraid to ask those people. I remember, and I've said this before, I read a network marketing book, and it was saying write a chicken list, and immediately you think of those people who you really want to ask, but you're petrified to ask for whatever reason, because you have them up on a pedestal or for whatever reason. And if you don't ask them, somebody else will. So write that chicken list out and go for it. Just go for it, invite, and don't be afraid of that. So that's pretty much all I have for that part. It's only 8:20. If you guys have any questions or anything, any things that's on your mind, anything you want to talk about, anything at all. I have some other tips on ways to engage with social media if you guys don't have anything else. Da, da, da.
My big struggle is leveraging involvement in groups, withdrawing people out from that. I'm active in several groups, but I just can't seem to get people just even chatting to begin with.
So your own groups?
These are like common interest groups, like a specific TV show or whatever. We're all happy to talk about the TV show, but to try to take it out of there, people are just like, oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I guess maybe connecting with them in a different, after you maybe send them a friend request, once you feel like you've connected on some sort of level on the TV show or whatever your like, I'm in a multi-poo group now, like with other puppy moms and that sort of thing. And like maybe connect with them on a different level off of that particular subject. Maybe, I don't know, something like music or something like that. And then eventually, if you add them as a friend on Facebook, they'll start seeing your stuff, and then you can kind of connect with them if they like something you post about fitness or, one of your selfies or whatever, and then you can message them from there and say, hey, I saw you gave support on my post. I really appreciate it. Are you someone who is interested in potentially joining one of my groups or whatever? But yeah, it's hard to transition from that one topic to, because they may not be ready. They may not be ready to do a fitness challenge yet,
So you do the friend request really even before you transfer over into kind of a different area? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way you have your common ground already. You have your common ground, your friends, and then from there they can kind of start seeing your stuff. And it doesn't have to be within that same group, because once you're friends with them, they're like, okay, let me see what she's doing over here. And eventually, you never know if they, eventually we'll see one of your posts and go, oh, okay, I need to change my life.
Yeah, I was kind of thought you'd draw them out within the group a little bit, and then once you kind of had an idea of where you can kind of cross over, then that's where you send in the friend request. So I guess I've been waiting too long.
I don't know if there's any particular.
Too long on the one side.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think once you feel a connection with someone in general in a group, if you feel like you've had a little bit of a conversation, there's no reason why you shouldn't send them a friend request. And if they don't accept it, fine. If they do, then great,
Okay. There's a shift right there for me.
Anything else for? I don't know about y'all, but I'm really excited about Summit.
What do we got? 2 more calls? 3 calls if you have one right before you leave?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what's coming. Jen and I and Heather Wilson, she's not on the call. I know she listens to the replay, but we're in a group with Carl with about 1,000 other coaches, which, that's a lot, but it's really kind of not in the scheme of things. But he posts every single day, and he's been like crazy motivational and crazy, just, I don't know, just every single day you read it and like, are you speaking to me? Like, you are speaking to me. Like, every single day I'm like, you're speaking to me. But he's basically saying whatever's coming announcement-wise is going to be like amazing. Like, we're going to be mind blown from it. So I'm really excited. I don't know what it is. I don't know what
could you possibly do.
Challenge back.
I don't know what they could do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, obviously we're expanding to the UK. We already know that. Hopefully we're getting bars back. We need bars, but I don't know. Apparently it's going to be really awesome. So I'm just really excited to hear about it. But yeah. Nicole, I'm dragging your booty there. You're going in my suitcase.
I'm all excited until I started thinking about getting on the plane. And then
I know.
I panic. I'm like, no, there's got to be an easier way to get there.
I know. Tranquilizer or Xanax or something.
I'm just glad I got a plane ticket.
Focus on what's happening after the flight.
Yeah. Well, I just started the 5-second rule too, like you said, Diana, and she did say something about it did help her with the flight. Gosh.
Yeah, Jillian said towards the end or something, she talks about how it cured her anxiety and a fear of flying. So when she said that, I was like, okay, I have to read that book and I have to be done before I go to Summit. Anything to help me besides going to the airport and having a drink or two.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yolanda, so how far are you into it, Yolanda? I was going to say, we were just talking about it Saturday. They came over for dinner and I was like, I think I'm going to start the 5-second rule. And they were like, okay. So she's already saying it's amazing. So that's great. Yay.
It's good so far.
Close this door.
Yolanda, is that on Audible?
It is.
Mm-hmm. That's how I'm reading. That's how I'm listening to it, is Audible.
Yeah. I just started it today. Cool. Yay, I'm excited.
I'm talking and nothing's happening because it's on mute. But I'm not even that far in, and it's really, really good. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying every bit of it.
So Yolanda, Nicole, and I met for dinner Saturday. Well, had them over for dinner on Saturday night, and they are pushing for the 20 and 30 days, the GoPro Air Quarry, and so we were talking about that and stuff. So I was like, the 5-second rule sounds pretty good because I know for most people, it's just, and I use a term, and Amanda knows this term, I use it all the time, ripping the Band-Aid off, doing the things that we're supposed to do that we just don't want to do. And that's the imitation of inviting. And for some reason, I feel like I'm better at inviting to the opportunity than I am to challenge groups for some reason. Because I'm always afraid that people are going to think that I'm saying that they need to lose weight or something like that when I send them an invitation. When I'm not necessarily saying that, but I feel like when I'm handing them a business opportunity, sometimes I feel more comfortable. But anyway, so yesterday I sent out 14 invitations to coaching opportunities. So I had sent Yolanda and Nicole a message, and I was like, all right, 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. But it's just your mind talks you out of things that you're supposed to do. And if you do the 5-second rule before your mind changes your thoughts, then it makes so much sense. And I haven't even listened that much of it, but it makes so much sense. Just don't let your mind talk you out of what you're supposed to be doing. And it does every single day, if you let it. So very interesting.
My personal development has taken a drastic shift over the last few weeks, and it's not Beachbody related at all. But I'm taking my son tomorrow to get tested for ADHD because I'm pretty sure he has it. So we're starting this very strict diet with him. I'm doing it with him on Monday called the GAPS diet, and it's all about healing your gut. So it kind of goes along with that whole thing Chalene Johnson did. However, I'm not following her protocol. I'm doing this whole, it's very strict. I have to make my own bone broth, my own yogurt, homemade butter, all that. Everything's homemade. It's going to be a lot of work.
What?
So, but I'm sure I'll learn things from it. So if I learn anything, I'll share it with you guys. But I've been reading these books for 2 weeks now, and I'm finally finishing them. We start Monday. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I may have to take a hiatus from workouts and just do yoga because I've heard the first 5 days, it's literally you eat soup for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's going to be pretty rough, kind of like the refresh or the reset or something. But that's been taking over. But 5-second rule will be next.
Wow. Keep us posted.
I will. I've been crying over this for the last 2 weeks, so it's been we've been struggling. So I'm gonna go live about it tomorrow, probably after we get the diagnosis, and you'll hear all of it.
I don't want to say it's more common, but I feel like it's becoming more common for children. But that doesn't make it any easier, I know. But
they need 40 acres to run around on all day.
Unfortunately, we have a quarter acre, so that's not happening.
Put a bungee cord on him, that way he gets.
That's a good idea. Double the money.
Right.
Double down the bungee cord.
Yolanda says her son has it.
Yeah, it just came to the point where, sorry, I'm totally derailing the conversation, but it came to the point where about to start kindergarten, and I'm like, I need to get him tested, and if that is what, in fact, he has, at least the teachers can work with him. But I didn't want to just send him into school, and then they think he's just a bad kid, and So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty convinced, though. He's crazy.
I think you're doing it at the right time. Just as an encouragement, we waited until he was probably, I think, 4th grade. And at that point, it's really then harder for them to catch up because they were just kind of getting him through the class and through each class. And it just made it harder for him to actually catch up. And he's a junior now, getting ready to be a senior, and finally has reached a point where he's kind of grabbed hold of everything else now. So I think it's kind of best. And we kind of knew something early on, but just kept putting it off. No. I mean, because it's the hard thing. I mean, you don't want to medicate. You don't want to do all of these things. Yeah. But just know that there are so many things out there that just, trust the system, trust the process. I mean, we even had teachers tell us, don't do it. Don't label your kid. Don't do that. Don't listen to anybody. Do what's best for him. Yeah. And trust me, I mean, you'll get through it. It's tough. It's definitely tough because, you just watch all of this happen before you and you don't know what to do. But yeah, it's going to get better. Trust me.
Yeah. And I'm going to start with diet. I definitely want to go, if medication is where we need to go eventually, that's fine. But I want to start with what we can control on our own, and then we'll see from there. But
now my sister-in-law and I'm sorry guys, but just to share, my sister-in-law and my brother, they actually do that. My nephew is the same, but they actually do everything naturally. And she had told me about some of the actual natural supplements. So I'll get that from her and then just send it to you, just so that just kind of help boost focus, things like that. So yeah. I know you're doing your own research, but just to have extra.
No, that's good. And I thought it was interesting because if any of you guys, I don't know if you followed Shalene's that whole protocol that she just put, I forget what it's called, like the gut health or whatever. But anyway, she talks a lot about like healing your gut first and then like going into like more natural. I don't know. I didn't really go through her. I didn't do it. So I don't know. I just know it. A couple of people from our team have actually done it. And so when I started reading the book, it's all about gut health and improving gut health. And I was like, oh, wow, that's exactly what Shalene was talking about. So it was kind of interesting because it kind of goes along with it. But this one's a lot more strict than what she did. But anyways, sorry, I derailed the conversation.
I was just going to say, Jen, she's going now into plant-based protein. Level 2 started. But, yeah, it's the first part was about healing your gut, and now it's moving on to other stuff, but micronutrients, I guess, and how bad meat is for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like everything that we learned, like, was kind of wrong. Not like Beachbody wise, but just like throughout life. It's like all the things you thought, like,
and it all can kill you too, apparently. So. Yeah. I'm like, I can't even feed my kid a hot dog. Oh my gosh, I'm killing
Just remember, with the ADHD thing, there's not just one path. I mean, you might have to find the right path to go down with that. You're going to find little triggers. I know one of my boys with white rice, it was like putting a Super Bowl in the dryer. If you gave him white rice, he would bounce off the walls. I mean, it was crazy. You wouldn't think that it would affect him that bad. It was almost like an allergic reaction in his head. It was insane. And you kind of figure out what some of those things were and kind of put a damper on those. So
yeah, I haven't done Ultimate Reset, but I know in a minute. See, I know in the beginning, like with that, like I think you gradually reintroduce things even when you're done with it. It's kind of like you eliminate everything from this. And then you start reintroducing, like literally the first couple of days are like bone broth, fermented vegetables. Like, I mean, it's really strict. But then like after the first like 5 days, then you can start adding more. And then after another 4 days, you can add more. And then gradually you have, like you said, like you have to see what the reactions are and what the triggers are. And so my whole family's not going to do it. They'll have to eat what I make for dinner. However, my son and I'm going to do it with him. So he doesn't have to do it by himself. I don't know. Stay tuned. It'll be an interesting journey.
Might find out something about yourself.
I know. Well, I've been on antibiotics my whole life, so I'm like, this will probably help me. So I think it'll be a good thing overall. We'll see. I may be ready to kill somebody by Wednesday next week.
Anything else?
So who's going to Summit early? We're leaving on Tuesday, right?
Mhm.
On the 11th.
Tuesday.
Yep.
We're gonna get there early and leave late.
Oh, good. When are you leaving?
Sunday at like 6 o'clock at night.
Okay. Good.
So it'll be a late. We won't get home till free fly for 3 hours, but still we not get home till like 1.
Oh, wow.
But going is going to be a long journey. I mean, it's a long ways from here to there. You guys, some of you guys just a hop, skip, and a jump.
I
But for
know.
us, it's what 3,000, 4,000.
Hello.
miles. Yeah, you're up
Yeah.
too. Makes it a long ways.
I'm
I don't
excited
mind
about the
doing
party.
airplane for a prize, but
What's that?
I said I'm excited about the party, Natalie.
Yeah, I still haven't secured it, but again, I want us to go somewhere where maybe it's like a little private dining area, so it's not like just a regular table. I want us to have like a room with, appetizers and some food and cocktails, and just so we can just hang out and not worry about surroundings, just be us. So I'm just trying to find the right one that is not insanely crazy, but also around where we're going to be in the French Quarter area, kind of, but kind of running out of time. So I need to get on it. I've been doing my research and like talking to a lot of people and a lot of Google searches and stuff. So eventually it will be, I see Erica's on. She's helped some too. So I'm trying to, who all's going? Pretty much everybody on here.
We made the mistake last year. I looked at the app and I didn't realize that it said was Sunday departure day. And I thought it said it was Thursday through Sunday. So I'm like, well, we have to stay through all the way until, and then, so we didn't leave till like Monday, I think. And where is everybody? Oh, we all went home. I'm like, why did you go home? Well, Sunday's just departure day. Oh, what? So it was fun. I mean, we went and did things, but
I was going to say, it had to have been fun, spend time in Nashville when everybody was gone. It was just,
yeah.
it got real quiet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There were a handful of coaches that I've seen when we were out and about, but for the most part, it died down.
All right, Jesse and Jen are getting in at 5:30. Awesome. That'll be plenty of time. Again, we're going to shooting for 8 o'clock for our get together. So
Our flight lands at 4:30, so maybe I'll see you guys at the airport.
yeah, y'all could take a taxi or something together. Uber.
I'm not
10
doing
a.m. for Amanda. That's awesome. I was going to go in on Monday, and Paul's like, going on Tuesday. It's like, I've never been in New Orleans. I want to experience it. For all the
It'll be hot.
I know. It's going to be hot. Hot, hot, hot.
We have a high of 72 here today. Go from 72 to, it's going to be ugly.
102.
Yeah, exactly.
The humidity is going to kill us.
I know.
Too much, the humidity.
We're used to it here, but I think it's even worse there. So
My friend told me I should practice in the sauna for a while.
that's true. Yeah, just spend some time in there and you'll be ready.
Well, I thought Nashville was bad, but I have an actual customer who lives 45 miles from New Orleans, and she was like, it's way worse with the humidity than it is in Nashville. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Because I mean, it's humid here sometimes, but we went into that terminal in Nashville, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. It was crazy. It was like sweat just came out of every pore on my body. I'm like, how can it be any worse? That was insane.
Yeah, we're in for a treat. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I didn't find Nashville that bad, actually.
I don't think it was as bad this past year. The year before, it seems like it was worse. I don't know.
Yeah, even then I didn't really find it that horrible, really.
Yeah.
We
Erica
walked
said
all
some of that.
down to the Pickers Museum over there, and an hour and a half walk to the Pickers Museum, and the antique archaeologist that's on TV, the Picker,
American Pickers.
American Pickers. They got a museum there. We walked over to that. Yeah, we Ubered back. It wasn't
When we get there and it's like sunny where the line was, and he's like, I don't think we should stand in the sun.
There's 100 people.
And I just looked at him and I said, I just walked in 95-degree heat with 95% humidity. We're standing in line.
I just wanted an ice cream cone.
Oh.
But I'm excited. I get a little nervous of those stories that some people share on some of the summit pages saying to be careful of the violence. And we had our pastor in our church said that he went there and they said you can go from the really nice area to the really, really bad area really fast.
2 blocks.
Yeah, I think as long as you're with people and, I mean, we're going to be taking over the city. I feel like we'll be okay with having 25,000 of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and Erica probably can vouch for the different areas that are.
Yeah.
And as my friend said, just be alert and trust your gut.
Yeah. I think that's with any city too, Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not strolling around Atlanta by myself.
It's the same thing. You can be in like a really great part of the town and like 2 steps over. Oops, just kidding. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Okay. You guys have anything else? I know that my topic was just kind of all over the place. If you guys have anything that you want discussed next week or the next couple weeks, if you have a topic that you want to talk about or just a group discussion or whatever, just let me know. If you have any struggles or anything that you want to share, just let me know. Also, about a couple months ago, I had started one-on-one calls with anyone who wanted to discuss your goals with whatever it is that you have that you want to do with your business. We haven't done that in a while, and I want to extend that out to you guys. I can. Jen, you should. Yes, go for it. Let us know. We would love to have her. I'm sure she would love to be on too, and we'll do Zoom next time. But anyway, I wanted to extend that again for anyone who wanted to have one-on-one. Like, we could do 15-minute increments for, I want to do like on a Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday before this call sort of thing, so that I want you to know that you have support, whatever it is you are wanting to do. And if you want that one-on-one interaction, then I am here for that. So just message me, let me know, hit me up, and we'll make that happen. And
I was gonna ask, how do you how you say you're to post those posts that you're afraid to hit, post on or whatever. And sometimes I like have things on my mind and I want to post because it's real, but how do you do it without getting like hundreds of messages from people? Are you okay? What's going on? Are you okay? Are you okay? And it's like, it was just on my mind. I just wanted to be real and kind of get like engagement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm supposing that's what you want, but I don't know.
Yeah.
300s. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
I think, and there's like I wouldn't say a formula to that, but kind of putting stuff like that out there with putting how you're feeling or whatever you're going through, and then at the end putting a positive spin to whatever happened. So, you know what I'm saying? So at the end, it's not people are like feeling sorry for you or sad or that, but this is what I've learned from this experience that I've gone through in the past, whatever. Like, I feel like in that way it inspires people that, oh my gosh, I'm going through that too. So I can actually change whatever, sort of like, let's say, for instance, I mean, just something normal, like I really didn't want to get my workout in. I mean, this is just simple. Yeah. You know, I had a million excuses. I just really didn't feel it today. And then I finally did it, and I feel amazing now. And, you know, my mind was playing tricks on me, and now I feel amazing. And that's just very simple. That's not very raw. That's not very deep. But what I'm saying is, I mean, I think you understand, is that, okay, so Amanda said, thank you. I appreciate that. So Amanda said, like, my anxiety post, whenever I posted, I think it was about a week ago or so, it was basically saying, you know, I've had a lot of anxiety lately, and I'm not trying to, I don't want to bring people down. I'm not trying to say that, at the end of it, I put a positive spin to, you know, I'm just putting this out there to help people who are probably feeling the same way. And I've turned to, you know, praying and that sort of thing to help me get through it. And I hope this is a message for you. Hopefully my mess is your message, sort of thing. If you want to go back to, I mean, it's sort of like Amanda said, I mean, it's kind of like turning whatever problem you're having and sharing that real and raw. And at the end of the post, kind of turning it around on how things are now positive from that. Does that make sense?
That makes more sense. Because sometimes I'll just puke it out. I've actually deleted posts because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just like inundated with, no, really, tell me what's going on. And it's like, oh, you're taking this, everything's taken wrong. And so even my parents will call me, are you okay? Is everything, what's going on in the house? It's like, oh my gosh, really? This is not where I wanted to go. So
yeah. Like Amanda just posted, share a problem and then share the solution to that problem that you had. Not that we have all the solutions to our problems, because certainly we don't, like, but at the same time, if you're going to share that, at least share the positive spin on it to help inspire people who are feeling the same way that you're feeling, so that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good question, because it makes sense what you're saying, because there's such a thin line between a Facebook rant and you're really not trying to rant. You don't want people to think you're ranting, you know. So I stay away from it as well, because I don't want to hear, oh, is everything okay? You're just really trying to say something, but I think people are so used to the ranting that it ends up that it didn't come across like you wanted it to, you know what I mean? So,
or people think it was directed at them. Did I do something wrong?
Right.
No, I would never do that. I'm not one of those people that get online and like point my finger at people. So yeah, that makes more sense.
I'm gonna find the post real quick. It was pretty raw and it was heartfelt. I mean, it was how I was feeling at the time, but I did want it to be to where, I mean, a lot of people suffer from depression, anxiety, and those sort of feelings. And Jennifer Maxwell had a really great post about the same sort of thing. Was it today? It was today or yesterday. It was yesterday. It was really, really, I mean, it hit home, and it was like, I mean, people were super inspired by it. And let me find her post.
It was really good, Jen.
It really was.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So her post. I guess I could just pull a screen share up. That's probably what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm calling you out, Jen. Mm-hmm. Oh, just kidding. Sorry. Like choosing. There we go. Okay. We're stalking you in front of you. Did I
Go up higher. Go up higher.
There.
Not that. No, up higher was yesterday.
Oh.
Shift shop workout, I believe.
Yeah, I believe. I very believe.
It's funny how they shift the
Carol, you passed it.
Did I?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
very,
it was the one with the markers, right?
yeah. Keep going. Keep going. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. You guys can read it. I mean, that was perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So again, just taking the spin off of what you're feeling and then turning it into something inspiring. So great message. Okay. We are at 7 till 9, so I'm going to respect you guys' time. If you have anything else, then share. If not, then, we didn't do wins. Sorry. Anybody have any wins they want to share for the week?
I invited 12 people yesterday. I have never. So that is a win for me. Never done it. Not one sitting, probably not ever because I'm so scared. So, ooh.
So now you know you can do it.
Yeah, now I know.
And I guess a lot of times, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What are you doing tonight? 20?
I'm doing 20. I marked out 20. So I know the 20. I've already marked it out earlier. So I know who I'm going for tonight. So 20 tonight.
We are capable of a lot of things.
That's what I keep trying.
Yes. I loved your post today of your before and after. It was so awesome. Anything else?
Completing Sean Week should be an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It was.
Amen to that.
Wasn't that incredible though?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. Is anyone continuing with the calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do yoga today?
Yep. It was nice. It was really nice.
It was. I was a little breathing a little heavy.
I'm like, this is so nice compared to like all last week, and then yesterday was shift shop. I'm like, my body needed a break.
You know, it's so funny in the yoga is, you know, Autumn does it one way, Tony does it another way. Everybody says different things, you know, even in PIO. So we're staring up at the TV, breaking our necks, trying to figure out what he's talking about. It was great. So it was like, you were just going through the same old. It was like, okay, what are we doing now? He called it something else. What is that?
Yeah.
So it was kind of fun. It was a good break up from everything we've been doing. We've been getting killed. We've been doing Sean Week and Beast at the same time.
Oh my God.
So it's
wow.
been, yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Everything but the cardio. We're not doing Beast cardio.
Or legs. I don't do legs.
Beast cardio is too
I don't
dangerous.
do legs.
What happens is I'll start losing weight, my waist will shrink, and then my legs bulk out. And I'm like, I don't fit into any jeans because my legs are about to rip. So I said, no more legs. I can't do it anymore. Because if I do light weights, I feel like I'm not getting anything. So I'll just pick up these heavy weights and they just start bulking out. I'm like, I'm done.
Starts looking like a speed skater.
Plus, I need a break.
But Sean Week's probably the best workout we've done for, I don't know, probably a year and a half now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, day after day after day, it was pretty strong.
It was. It really was. And our group is really, really awesome.
The shift
Sean
shop,
T can't really do any wrong for me anyway.
yeah.
And
Shift shop was interesting. There was a few moves in there. We used some muscles that I haven't used since I water skied last. You know, so that was a little bit different.
That last move was killer. Those crab walks or whatever the heck they were.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the one I had trouble was with the one that you bent down and then bent up. Like you were in a
pitcher run?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a super squat and pitcher catch thing.
Yeah.
That was just beating me up after knee surgery. I was like, I'm dying here.
To me, that looked a little easier than some of the other coaches. I follow Melanie Mitro, and she posted several days of it. And there's some weird burpee plank twist over thing. And I'm like, what the what? What was that? I'm supposed to do that in a work. It was crazy. I'm just like, I actually went back and played it over. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be an intense program.
It is. I'm excited. I love him.
I'm super excited.
Crazy story that guy has.
Yeah, it is.
That was awesome.
Thanks, Jen.
I know, that was so awesome, Jen.
Everyone could have gotten on.
It's okay.
Better, but
It's okay. Just the call back, I was like, oh my God, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
you live and you learn.
I was telling Nicole and Yolanda too that he's a ginormous man. He's not short. He's tall. And he's big. I mean, you can't tell just from looking on social media. But Punta Cana, we're like, hello. Yeah, big man.
I googled him and I found some of his modeling pictures and I was like, damn.
Really?
He's not as big. And I was like, whoa. Check it out, ladies.
Ladies.
Ooh. I'm going to Summit. I'm sure.
I'm dragging you. All right, guys, let's get a quick picture. If you are not on your picture and you want to be, now's the time. I don't know if Karen wants to show her beautiful face. There she is. All right, we'll take a picture on 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thanks, guys, for getting on. I enjoyed just chatting. I know the first part was just kind of random information or whatever, but hopefully it helped. And again, if you guys want to talk about anything special, specific, or anything else next week, unless Jen finds us a super trainer and get on the call.
I'm going to ask Megan.
Okay.
They'll be coming out with something. I guarantee you they announced something at Sunday.
Yeah.
It's been a year since they did that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tony's coming out with something new, and I'm sure she's coming out with something new. And then I know we're having some new products too. So exciting things coming.
I wish they'd bring back those P90X bars. Those things were amazing.
Oh,
Yeah. I think they're coming out with new bars because I know that they had sent some test flavors out to some coaches, like which ones would you choose, and they had like different names for them. So I know it's coming eventually, but I don't know. You know, we've been asking for them forever. I mean, those P90X bars were like insane, so good, but I don't know. I guess they were probably so good that they probably were not that great for us. I don't know. Like candy bars.
Then I'll probably have to wait another 6 months to a year to get them.
I'll order them and mail them to you.
I'm kind of interested to see what happens with Summit with other countries overseas coming into this, is how they're going to do those things. Are they going to have one in London and then one here, or, you know, that's going to be kind of interesting to see how that
I never thought
comes
about that.
together.
Yeah. That was another thing.
I'll take some in London.
That's another thing that Carl posted in that group was eventually he wants to have like worldwide. So we're just scratching the surface, which is crazy. We got a long ways.
It would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Exciting.
I'm an hour and a half away.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
Essie looks different.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
I don't think that guy realizes that he's on camera.
That was great.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm tickled.
Great office. He's been dying the last 2 days. Like, he hates being hot, so he'll probably bring like 25 shirts to New Orleans because he sweats profusely. That's why he never wears a shirt at home. And so yesterday it was like 80 degrees in there, and he wore a sweater because it's a little cooler. So yeah, it was 80 again. So it's probably the guy fixing his heater or air conditioning or whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, he's showing a stat.
Okay.
He's muted. He doesn't know it.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Jesse.
Yeah, there was a strange man in your office. It didn't look like you. He didn't look like he was doing Beachbody programs.
Takes 4 times for the same thermostat to get fixed, and it's still over 80 degrees in here.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
It's warm. I can ask him to be on the team picture if you want.
It's only 67 degrees here outside. It's crazy. I mean, it's
Oh,
just.
wow.
Yeah, it's 60, exactly. It's 64 degrees, 10 feet out the door, but it's 80 degrees in the office.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Wow.
I used to work on that stuff. I know how it dances.
Yeah.
You didn't make him mad somehow, did you?
All right, you guys. And then we're past 9, so we will let you guys go. But if there's anything else you need, hit me up, post in the group, and make the most out of the next week. Love you guys.
See you later.
Bye.